Yeah, but one
There's no point. They're so stupid.
and then one of the guys said, "Oh, I'm gonna call him so I could get that proof, so he could give me that clip." So they definitely buddy with him. Somebody over there.
No,
hold on, I want to see something.
Phone number's on one of the phone
I'm just trying to see something. That's what I'm playing this.
They're part of the house.
Oh.
We got so many there, and I can tell you, I probably got like 8 accounts.
And so, but you can't block anonymous, right?
Nope.
And you can't remove them from your room?
Nope.
Even as a member?
Don't do nothing about it. Don't do shit.
Yo, that is fucking stupid. Now that's gonna make me leave that.
About it. We've complained about it. If we complained about it, you know other people have too. So it's bullshit.
Oh yeah, you gotta try to alter it because when we play music, yeah, so that's because I'm watching them blow over it now. Yeah, he's trying to blow over it. Stupid bitch, we got you, bitch. I love that face. You look salty. We got your ass.
We got your ass, motherfucker. We got your ass. We got you.
Bitch. We got you.
We got you. We got you.
You dumb.
We got you.
We got you.
We got you.
Got you. I see you blowing over it like you blowing on a dick.
We got your ass.
You bum bitch.
Oh.
Hey niggas like you. Yo, I want to ask what's that you nigga?
It's really a very unorthodox and unacademic thing to do. To stop it. Well, now, really, when we go back then to falling in love and say it's crazy, falling. You see, we don't say rising into love.
Hope you like the show.
Fall.
It's just a show. Don't take it so seriously.
It goes back, as a matter of fact, to extremely fundamental
I'm an entertainer. I'm in show business.
There is always a curious tie at some point.
I'm also a politician and an actor and an artist and a filmmaker.
Taking this ghastly risk.
Yeah, girl. I got this, mama.
You see, for all, life is an act of faith and an act of gamble. The moment you take a step, you do so on an act of faith because you don't really know that the floor is not going to give under your feet. The moment you take a journey, what an act of faith. The moment you enter into any kind of human undertaking and relationship, what an act of faith. You've given yourself up. But this is the most powerful thing that can be done. Surrender. See, and love is an act of surrender to another person. Total abandonment. I give myself to you. Take anything you like with me. See? Well, now, really, when we go back then to falling in love and say it's crazy.
Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to change this up. We're going to read a book while we film Politically Correct with Patty and First Lady and Mel and Deborah and Sue and Royal Singleton and Water and April. Because many of these people don't read books anymore. They just talk all the time and listen to political gossip, slander, defamation, and libel. So now we're going to help them read a book, because what we hope is they'll start watching my YouTube channel as opposed to just talking all the time. Talking. Repeating MSNBC. This local Democrat senator told me, if I was running for Congress, I'd be on MSNBC. And I still signed her petition because, you know what? She knocked on my door once. I know how hard it is to get petition signatures. So, you know, what is one signature for one person? It's worth $1.50. So I gave her a $1.50 tip for her campaign. That's it. I signed her petition.
You know what? I do voucher programs, not to about the voucher, but before we know that it's part of a lot of states aren't able to do. Can you come up, babe? Could you know more about these voucher programs? Could you work?
Perfect. They moved on to the voucher programs. All right, we can read what's called a book now. I'm going to show everybody here right now live how to read a book on a Sunday afternoon. This is called education, everybody. I hope you didn't forget. Did anybody go to college? Anybody? Anybody here? Hello? All right, we're going to read from a book called A Star in the West by J.F.C. Fuller. Okay, we are going to just go to this back page. It's number 30, page 306. The Star in the West. But by a fierce and loathly word, the abomination must be told. The holy work must twist its spell. From hemp of madness grown in hell. Others again do not possess the stability of mind, the natural health and strength so necessary in this severe mental struggle, and as Rabat says, it is all confined to an alienation, in the etymological sense, of certain states of consciousness which the ego does not consider as its own, but which it objectivates, and finally, by placing it outside itself, ends by attributing an actual existence independent of its own. Others attain but a glimpse. Maimonides long ago noticed. Learn that prophecy is an emanation from God which flows through the intermediary of the active intellect upon the rational faculty first, and then upon the imaginative faculty. It is the highest degree of a man, and the term of perfection to which the species may aspire. And this state is the highest perfection of the imaginative faculty. If the emanation flows into the imaginative faculty only, and if the rational faculty remains behind, either on account of original structure or from disuse, then is constituted the class of men called men of the state, diviners. There come to men of this class, even when they are awake, wonderful visions, similar to prophetic visions. They delight much in them, believing they have acquired all sciences without study. But all those who really do attain and remain silent. The Hindu practice, says Mysticus in time, bears out Western speculation whether we take the shadowy idealism of Berkeley or the self-refuted monism of Haeckel. All these men got our results and interpreted them in the partial light of the varied intellect, their diverse surroundings and education. But the result is the same physiological phenomenon from Plato and Christ to Spinoza and Kankaracharya. from Augustine and Abelard, Bohm and Weigel in the Christian communities to Trismegistus and Porphyry, Mohammed and Paracelsus in the mystic palaces of wisdom, the doctrine is essentially one, and its essence is that existence is one. But to my experience, it is certain that in dhyana, the ego is rejected. This is absolutely true of Berkeley when in the dialogues he writes, to know everything knowable is certainly a perfection, but to endure or suffer or feel anything by sense is an imperfection. The former, I say, agrees to God, but not the latter. God knows or hates ideas, but the ideas are not conveyed to him by sense as ours are. God to him is a Mahayogi. It is absolutely true of Hume, but Hume studiously avoided the word God, could find no helpmeet to fill his place. For my part, when I enter most intimately into what I call myself, I always stumble on some particular perception or other of heat or cold, light or shade, love or hatred, pain or pleasure. I never can catch myself at any time without a perception, never can observe anything but the perception. We only feel the event, namely the existence of an idea, consequent to the command of the will. But the manner in which this operation is performed, the power by which it is produced, is entirely beyond our comprehension. Okay, I'm just going to pause it there. Again, this is Star in the West, a critical essay upon the works of Aleister Crowley by J.F.C. Fuller. It's a good book. Hope you've enjoyed this little brief interlude. We're returning back to Politically Correct.
Yeah, it is.
Now you're going back to politically correct. No, ma'am. No, you're not.
What's up, that bird? Cause I want you, and I need you, and I'm down for you always. Yeah.
All right, well, we will just continue reading. We're going to move on to scripture now. This is called Bible Flashcards, everybody. Don't forget, this is your politically correct re-education training seminar you've all been looking for. You've been mandated here by your HR department because, unfortunately, you've been spewing toxic hate and vitriol instead of spreading peace. Now, Patty, your first lady, likes to say, I come from a position and a place of peace. But I would say the evidence does not hold up. If you want to see the receipts, just go back and watch the live streams. You can see it over the last 72 hours. I have independently, as a filmmaker and an artist and an actor, recorded and observed the worst human projection in America, and I hope together we can come in peace. Reanalyze our thoughts. Reanalyze our own constitutions. Accept personal responsibility, apologize, humble ourselves, and move forward together, arm in arm. You know, you can file a lawsuit against me for recording you on a Clubhouse social audio app. But what your lawsuit's going to say is, I don't like the way you use your cell phone. And I'm going to say, I want to use my cell phone the way I want to use my cell phone. And you can use your cell phone the way you want to use your cell phone. And together, we can all appreciate the beauty of the art of using a cell phone to create art and comedy and theater. It's the truth of the earth. I hope you like the show. I'll give you Patty from Politically Correct and Cultural and Matt and Jeremy and Water and Royal Singleton. I hope you like the show, everybody. This is Politically Correct.
Play music, then you guys are gonna have to put your audio on high.
Yeah. So, yeah, if you play it, he has to get off, and then he starts going crazy, and because like now he's doing it, and then when he thinks we stop, then he'll be like, "We're back to politically correct."
Oh, you can add in the music later. I thought you guys were going to start playing some music.
Yeah, if you see me, like so bad.
You guys want to see some yoga? This is called stretching and breathing. This is a good one. I can teach you how to stretch and breathe again.
I need my Red Bull.
This is called yoga. Watch this.
And I'm addicted to the sugar-free ones. The summertime. But anyway, let's get back to our.
Oh, Monday you ain't gonna have a job. You ain't gotta worry about it.
No, she ain't. But he comes back every time you turn the music off. Now he's standing up, stretching. The bitch crazy, for real.
I'm gonna pray for you, John, because something's seriously wrong with you, and I do know you have PTSD. So that's my biggest fear.
You ain't gotta be worried about me. You ain't gonna have a job on Monday.
Post-traumatic dick syndrome. He talking about you ain't gotta be worried about him. We ain't gonna have a job on Monday. He got something wrong with his feet. Let me post a picture.
No, post no photos of my feet.
Wrong bitch.
Yeah, because you know it's so funny. People at my job, when I do play when I can, freaking they
When you can, you hear 80 hours a week.
wrong person, bro.
You're running rooms all day long talking your shit. And we've been live streaming it for months, years. Did you ever do any work here on Clownhouse all day running political fucking propaganda? You got. You're my number one show, Patty. I heard you 2 years ago. I was at that Patty show. That's the room you gotta record. I knew right away, Patty.
It's unfortunate, but
You never monetized yourself. I did the hard work, the heavy lifting. You should be thanking me for surveilling you, for recording you, for creating you on YouTube. You're a big star on YouTube, Patty. I've got more Patty rooms than your employer's gonna know what to do with. Think about the timestamps. Think about the timestamps. You got, Patty. You got. But that's all right, Patty. I'll split the proceeds with you, which is $0. We've never made a penny. Never took a penny. Never made a penny. We were born penniless. And we are going to die penniless.
You need to call the police because he keeps saying you got Patty, you got God. This shit is weird.
I'm part of the show.
Let them know that
I ain't even on stage and I'm still there. I'm living rent free in your hands.
If you need it, you definitely need to call him because he calling you by name, making praise.
Calling you by name, that's your name on your profile, Patty. I don't think the police are gonna like your videos, sir.
this ain't even my real name.
When they go back and they look at the live stream and they listen to all the shit you guys said, oh my God. You ain't gonna have a job on Monday. You ain't gonna have a job on Monday, 12 o'clock. Get your box and get the fuck out. We saw what you said on Clubhouse. We saw what you said about Charlie Kirk. It's all on John Kitover's YouTube Live. He recorded you for the past 72 hours. You got. You got. But that's okay. If YouTube ever pays us, I'll send you a royalty check. But you probably won't get unemployment insurance.
Yeah, I definitely said that.
Because he was like, you're not.
We don't like what he has to say. It hurts our feelings, but it's all on his YouTube. What an experience.
He's listening.
What a world. Thank you, YouTube, for making this possible. And Clubhouse also, thank you for making this possible. Without YouTube and Clubhouse, none of this would be possible. And I want to thank Patty and April and Culturally, Jeremy, Watermelon, Royal Singleton, Sandra, everybody, thank you for making your rooms possible so I could record it and put it on YouTube and X and Instagram. Thank you so much. Don't forget, there's a lot of restreamed audio on X. Be sure to check over there. You're going to love yourselves. You guys do such a great job. So patriotic. So patriotic, Patty. You're so patriotic. You're so patriotic, Patty. Wow, what a patriot. Patriot Patty. Patriot Patty. Yay, Patty. Everybody give Patty a big round of applause. All these months on YouTube. Yay, Patty. Good job, Patty. Woo, great work. You did a great job. You can go back to YouTube and watch all your live streams. Great work. You guys crushed it. You guys did such a great job. I'm just here to congratulate you all. Good work. Little round of applause again. Wow, what an ensemble. What a theater production. What a show. Bravo. Bravo. Yay. Be sure to go back and watch all your YouTube live streams. You're going to love yourselves. Have you ever been in your manager's office while they're playing John Kitover's YouTube channel because of an email they got? Hello? 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 Oh, we got to clip that. It's a big roast. That might be the biggest roast I've ever given anybody on Clubhouse. Congratulations. You deserve it. All of you. Just brilliant work. Beautiful work. A filmmaker's dream come true. You guys are just keep making it happen.
Hey, I know, wait, where's Just? So here are the things that I have noticed on social media. People are getting fired left and right from American Airlines and I believe Delta Airlines for their comments regarding Charlie Kirk's death. So y'all gotta be careful what y'all posting on social media because they are firing folks. Hey, Patty, you back?
Yep, I'm back.
Patty says she can't get fired from her position. Dummy. Dummy.
Actually, in a really, really good neighborhood. But these mugs, I don't know. It's like they're like, oh, y'all need to get, y'all better have internet. Look here.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, I think we've achieved critical mass. I think we've achieved it. You can say that it's not true, but I gotta say, I think we've achieved critical mass with this room. Another John Kitover struggle session.
On social media. And Aaron Parnas also said that.
Thanks. Yeah, but you know, some people are under investigation for making statements that are similar to what politicians have made. I mean, under investigation doesn't mean much because a lot of times they can.
You know, people aren't happy when they doing them dishes on Clown House. That's the truth.
Comment, and I think
that's killing two birds with one stone. That's because you ain't got no job no more.
That's just protocol, right? Because if you get reported,
terminated at 12 o'clock. Get your box and get out.
Like the Secret Service agent supposedly made the comment.
Because the government is infiltrated with a bunch of woke leftist LGBT psychopaths.
Soon we're going to start hearing that people are going to get suspended just for looking at other people the wrong way.
No!
And this is getting ridiculous, the censorship that's going on.
Don't look at me that way.
Even if they're just suspending that.
Don't look at me that way. You're fired.
Yeah, but that's just part of the protocol, right?
Yeah, unfortunately, it's just
important as voting.
I mean, you want them to do at least do what they're supposed to do because it could be crazy, you know. Like if he had a job, you would want them to investigate. Like, is he fucking cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs? To just take his
look at the YouTube live. Go back the past 72 hours and listen to what they say. Listen and watch. It's all on videos. Listen to them. Listen to the room. Politically correct with Patty and First Lady. April, Mel, Roy Singleton, Water. Just listen to the things they said. Sue, you too, Sue. You're all wrapped up in this. You're a nice old Jewish lady, but you love abortion, Sue. And transgender psychopaths. Gotta say their pronouns, Sue. But don't take my word for it. Just proof is in the pudding. Watch the YouTube live. It's all on record. It's all recorded. Congratulations, you guys did it again. You guys just crushed it. You did such a great job. Good job.
That had like temporary protective status or had some sort of status in this country. And so he's seeking to wipe those people out that get Social Security benefits that aren't U.S. citizens.
How are you going to do that if they've been working? So there's people that's not in this country that receive Social Security benefits, and they earned all, 40 points or is it 10 points? I don't know. I have to Google it. Well, whatever it is. I think it's 40 points. And it doesn't take much to gain these points, y'all.
No.
So I don't know how that works. Let me see if I can find that.
Yeah, people, seniors that rely on Social Security income, that's not something that I would be behind going after. Personally, I mean, I don't know. And that can't represent a ton of people in the first place because, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, if you do work in this country, you have a certain amount of points, you are entitled to Social Security. But you do have to be, there are strict requirements if you're not a citizen. Like I remember my grandma having to come to this country every few years. I don't remember why, like I don't know why, but I remember my grandma, she worked in the factories for a long time in New York City, and she went back to retire in Dominican Republic, and she would get her Social Security checks. Right, but she paid into the system. Yeah, but she was never a citizen. Right?
Yeah.
But she had to come to the country every few years or so. She's like, oh, I just have to be here for 6 months and I can go back or something like that. Like there was like some sort of rule.
Everything noble is
like, okay.
perfection.
So I'm reading it says they have agreements with countries to coordinate the benefits
former
for
I
workers
say
who
agrees
pay
to God, but not the latter. God knows or hates ideas, but the ideas are not conveyed to him by senses.
Non-citizens
Ours are.
who paid into the system
God to him
receive
is a
payments while living
Mahayogi.
abroad.
It is absolutely true
If they
of
are
Hume,
residents or
but
citizens of a
Hume
country in which
studiously
he
avoided
lives,
the word God, could find no helpmate to fill his place.
and they
For
have
my
it
part,
abroad. I
when I
said there's
enter
an
most
SSA
intimately
payments
into
abroad
what I call
Spain
myself, I
school.
always stumble on some particular perception or other of heat or cold, light or shade, love or hatred.
And even though
pain
you're
or
not a
pleasure.
citizen, you still are subject to a 30% withholding tax on 85% of your Social Security benefits.
Upon the rational faculty
To total
first,
25.5.
then upon the imaginative
And it
faculty,
can be exempt
it is the
depending
highest
on the
degree of
country.
the term of
because of
perfection
certain
to which the
tax
species may aspire. And
So they charge tax to people that don't
the
live there?
imaginative faculty.
Right.
If the
Even though they
emanation
pay
flows
into
into the
system, they have to
imaginative
tax
faculty only, and if the
So
rational
they could
faculty
be
remains
exempt.
behind,
It says
either
something
on
about
account of
tax
original
free.
structure
It depends on
from
the country.
disuse, then it is constituted the class of men called men
Yeah,
of
because I
the
know
state.
the ones that live here,
Diviners.
they don't pay tax on that money.
They come to men of this class even when they are awake. Wonderful visions, similar to prophetic visions.
Security don't pay taxes
They
in
delight
this
much
country
in them, believing they have
unless you
acquired
make
all
over a certain
sciences
amount.
upon the
Then you do.
So I'm saying for Social Security.
So you're all
Yeah,
wrapped
yeah,
up in
So you
this.
check.
You're a nice
Yeah,
old
it is
Jewish
possible
lady, but
if
you're
you
mama
make
abortion.
over a certain amount. Like
And
if you have a good
transgender
pension,
psychopath.
right?
Gotta say the pronouns
I did
too.
my father-in-law's taxes every year. He
But
always
don't
taxed
take
me
my word for it.
because he had a good
Just proof is
pension.
in the pudding.
because of
Watch
the
me
pension.
YouTube live.
I'm talking about the
It's
Social
all on
Security and
record.
Social.
It's all
Yeah.
recorded.
But it tips
Congratulations,
him
you
over
guys did
the
it again.
amount.
You guys just crushed it. You did such a great.
So how would that work if you end up, let's say Haitians retired, right? And there's a possibility, like if you got a certain code, depending on how you got out, let's say he did Haitian ends up doing. I don't know how many years he did, and his may be combat related. So, like, say I get out in the next so many years, and then I retire with combat related, and I do the med board and all that. I wouldn't have to pay taxes on my retirement nor my Army disability. So that counts towards. That doesn't count, right?
You're probably exempt because the military has like special exemptions and stuff like that. That you wouldn't be the norm necessarily.
That get Social Security.
Yeah, you probably wouldn't get
Tuesday to
taxed.
them.
But let's say you move overseas,
Politically correct with Patty
you
and
know,
First Lady.
you wouldn't get taxed in
Roy
America.
Singleton. Well, just listen to the
Right,
things they
because
said. So you you're all wrapped up in
I think your
this.
first
You're a nice
100
old Jewish lady, but
10
you
grand or
love
something.
abortion. So
Income isn't
and
taxed, but anything
transgender
after that,
psychopaths. Gotta
you
say
have to
their
pay taxes
pronouns, Sue.
to the U.S.
Don't take my word for it. Just proof is in the pudding. Watch the YouTube live. It's all on record. It's all recorded. Congratulations, you
Yeah,
guys
so
did
anyway,
it again.
For
You
you,
guys just crushed it. You did such a great job. Good
yeah,
job.
when you
They're not talking about the total benefit.
It had like temporary protective status. Good you all.
What you get
Good work.
benefit, not like
Little round of applause again. Wow, what an ensemble. What a theater production. What a show. Bravo. Bravo. Yay. Be sure to go back and watch all your YouTube live streams. You're going to love yourselves. Have you ever been in your manager's office while they're playing John Kitover's YouTube channel because of an email they got?
Yeah, my in-laws, they're not citizens either. And they get Social Security.
Hello? Hello?
yeah, to my knowledge,
Oh, we gotta click that.
yeah,
No, they're not.
That might be the biggest roast I've ever given anybody on Clubhouse. Congratulations.
right?
You deserve
Now,
it.
if you have a
Thank you all.
visa or you have
Good
like
work.
a 10 or something like
Little
that,
round of
very,
applause again. Wow, what an
numbers like that,
ensemble.
you
What a
can't get
theater
Social Security.
production. What a
pay into
show.
the system and you can't ever get it.
Bravo. Bravo.
Right, there's a lot of people that,
Yay.
pay
Be
into
sure
the
to go
system
back
and will
and
never
watch all
get
your
Social
YouTube
Security,
live streams.
never get Medicare.
You're gonna love
But
yourself.
some people do
Have you
get
ever
it.
been in your manager's office while they're
Yeah,
playing
they
John
can.
Kitover's YouTube
So
channel because of
the
an
wife
email
never
they got?
worked. My mother-in-law never worked
Hello?
in the United States, but my father-in-law
Hello?
works. But since she's
Hello?
married to him, she gets half of his check, and he gets the full check. He's worked here for 30 years,
That's a big
but
roast.
he's still they're not
That might
citizens.
be the biggest roast I've ever given anybody on Clubhouse. Congratulations. You deserve it. Thank you all.
Is that what's going on?
Correct. That, yeah,
Thank you all.
yeah. That's what the next step he's trying to do. So that's gonna mess a lot of people up if he's able to do that. I don't know. You know, I don't know, y'all. But there's plenty of people that I know that aren't U.S. citizens. I don't know if there's ever been a requirement to get to be a U.S. citizen and collect Social Security, right? Because certain times, you know, there's been periods where we need workers, and we've even encouraged people to come here and work as, you know, you study history, right? You know, there's a lot of agencies that recruit people to come over to work with certain promises. And so, to my knowledge, you've never had to be a U.S. citizen to take SSI.
So then the question is that an entitlement? Okay, so you paid into it, right? And you know, on the back end, you get the benefits. Is that who regulates that entitlement at that point? Like when you're, who regulates that part? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Wouldn't it be Social Security then?
wishes you all the best in your divorce.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. Because you say you're trying to take the money.
Countless streams of this page.
Now the question is, does what?
So I think
how is he able to take
we should.
the money?
He put the link in there.
He's from JV.
All these years.
Yeah, it's that same Kitover person.
I've gotten some money, but I decided I'm not giving it to you after all.
Oftentimes these people are low income. Some of them are out of the country. They might not have means to be able to, pay for these fees. So it would certainly be difficult unless like ACLU or somebody
Billions and
is able
billions
to
and billions
defend
and
them.
billions and billions and billions
I
and
think they're
billions and
SOL.
billions and billions and billions.
What do you do for a living, sir?
In the
I mean,
morning,
you should
I
have
do
a love
nothing.
for some of
In
y'all.
the afternoon, I finish what?
I don't know who raised some of y'all, but SOL, you shit out of luck. So I don't know. Maybe there's gonna be some pushback, but I don't know.
I swear you give New York energy for real. Miami energy is more like sunshine and beaches. You're not sunshine and beaches.
Clouds and autumn leaves.
Oh, autumn leaves. Good evening, people.
Oh shit! What are we doing? Oh,
Yeah, it's me. Good evening.
Hey.
I'm from Momac. I'm politically correct. I eat
Oh,
cats.
yeah.
That's the only thing.
Oh, okay.
No, we don't do the cat eating in here.
I'll
but
eat
I don't
cats.
shoot.
Y'all don't remember? You might be.
It's it's something I do. It's a
Alfred's
habit.
cats. He's
It's
a
a
bad
habit.
boy.
You can punish me for
They're
it.
eating the cats. They're eating the.
I know they. It's just me.
I mean, there are some countries that eat dog and cat.
But that's
No,
not me.
but Alf specifically has a propensity
A habit.
for.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
That's
It's
just
something
me.
I do. I'm programmed like that. I can't help it.
So what does cat taste like?
It tastes like furry. It's difficult.
It tastes like furry and difficult.
Yeah, I eat
Oh,
it all.
like vomit.
It's I'm still testing where to start. Do I use a paw? But then the nails, they
Dang, Alf, wait. How do you have a French accent?
French?
Alf. What type of accent is this? I don't know. It sounds kind of Frenchy.
Yeah, no, I'm yeah, you got me. I'm from Momac, but I'm recently stayed in the Netherlands, Holland.
Oh, okay.
You know Holland?
Yeah, I heard of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fascinating shit, huh? Wow. They've moved on to cat eating and Europeans. They've gone the full circle today. Be sure to go back to all the live streams over the past 72 hours. Timestamp is Sunday, September 14th, 2025. Again, Sunday, September 14th, 2025, 3:08 p.m. CST. John Kitover Films Incorporated. Part of the campaign to elect candidate Congressman John Kitover. John Kitover, go to johnforcongress.com. Let's just give you a quick little sample of some of our last recordings.
Does not equip. If you're a small content.
See, I need to add all those to playlists now so I can quickly scroll through them. Here's some other recent interviews or recordings.
Aid of the budget of the federal budget.
I don't want to listen to that. Let's see here.
This is absolutely true of Berkeley when in the dialogues he writes, to know everything noble is certainly a perfection, but to endure or suffer, feel anything by sense is an imperfection. The former, I say, agrees to God, but not the latter. God knows or hates ideas, but the ideas are not conveyed to him by senses, ours are. God to him is a Mahayogi. It is absolutely true of Hume, but Hume studiously avoided the word God, could find no helpmate to fill his place. For my part, when I enter most intimately into what I call myself, I always stumble on some particular perception or other of he who cold, light or shade, love or hatred, pain, or pleasure. I never can catch myself at any time without a perception. This is absolutely true of Berkeley when in the dialogues he writes, to know everything knowable is certainly a perfection, but to endure or suffer, feel anything by sense is an imperfection. The former, I say, agrees to God, but not the latter. God knows or hates ideas, but the ideas are not conveyed to him by sense as ours are. God to him is a Mahayogi. It is absolutely true of Hume, but Hume studiously avoided the word God, could find no helpmate to fill his place. For my part, when I enter most intimately into what I call myself, I always stumble on some particular perception or other of he who cold, light or shade, love or hatred, pain or pleasure. I never can catch myself any time without a perception.
They had to boom the room. They couldn't deal with the failure and the implosion of it. Okay, we're gonna move to 40 Acres and a Mule.
I'm gonna have some questions, but you don't say if I see an Asian pilot. You don't say if I see an Arabian pilot. Not even if I see a motherfucking white pilot.
Sorry, I didn't like the show. Well, too bad. You'll have to go back over the past 48 hours and watch you live on YouTube. Hope you like John Kitover Incorporated, Films Incorporated.
You're questioning their intelligence and skills. But you go ahead. Is there anything else?
Yeah, so before the DEI stuff went viral, a lot of people were hearing and learning didn't know the different communities that were receiving those benefits. So the main issue when
Somebody's not having a good Sunday because they think they're getting fired on a Monday. They keep calling. They're so upset. We're so upset about you got to call for private numbers, huh?
Back to my point with that, you can interpret it however you want to interpret it. Please don't cut me out. Let me just finish this point. It can be interpreted however you want to interpret it. But me personally, as a human being, like I said before, I don't want some token black person just because they're a DEI hire to operate on me over the most qualified person. I don't care what color that person is. Give me the one that's most qualified. That's me personally. And if you can't see that, then that's on you. And that's all I'm going to say.
So color determines, wait a minute, so color determines whether or not you're qualified or not, right?
I know.
All right, I got it.
Maybe your emotions are deciding me. I said it doesn't matter what color you are.
Wait a minute, I thought you said you was done.
I said it doesn't matter what color you are. Don't misquote me like y'all are doing Charlie. Don't misquote me like y'all are doing Charlie.
Don't get emotional, sir.
Because y'all are misquoting me like y'all are doing Charlie.
Hello? Are you okay?
Because you misquoted me right now. You can't misquote me. You cannot misquote me.
Go on mute for a minute, sir. I know sometimes it's embarrassing, but it's okay. It's quite all right now. You asked me not
Call
to cut
all day
you off.
long.
Please
Call
give
for the
me
next
same
10 years. I don't care. It's
Okay.
called mute.
I agree. If you're not qualified to be in the job, you probably shouldn't.
You should
be
just
there.
go back and watch your YouTube
your
analysis and
should
think
not
about
be
the
the
things you
first
say and
indication
write it down
that
and
you're
write an
not
essay about what you
qualified
wrote
to do
down
the
and what
job.
you said. Listen to
But it's
yourselves.
okay. I
Listen.
feel like
Would you
understand
listen
where
to
you're coming from.
yourselves? It's called analysis.
It's okay to be
I did the heavy lifting for you. I recorded all your public speaking.
It'll expand for you. All right, the floor is open, y'all.
Nah, because that's the thing. Like, because Charlie specifically said if I see a black pilot, he didn't say if I see a pilot of any other race. But 24 said it doesn't matter what race. So obviously you don't agree with him on that. Instead of just saying I don't agree with if I see a black pilot, I'm gonna look at him like a DEI hire. Just to say, yeah, I don't agree with his point on that. That way we can move on with the whole situation. You know what I'm saying? And like I said earlier, his whole stance was very contradictory. And that's the shit that y'all like. Y'all like a contradictory ass motherfucker to sit here and spread their views to you that don't even fucking apply. Man, that shit ain't even for you. He not talking for you. How the fuck is he in Utah talking to white people about gun violence? Shouldn't he be in the hood talking to them and spreading the message and telling the hood, like, y'all shouldn't be out here killing each other? Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I don't get what you talking about. Like, Well, go ahead. I am. I was about to go on a long one, but I'm gonna go ahead and let somebody else go because this shit's from. Go ahead.
I was just saying, would he be accepted in the hood? Like, from all the clips that I've seen, it's not like Charlie Kirk is somewhere and like in front of a bunch of white people, like, hey, you know what's fucked up? These black people was fucked up out here. To me, even like when y'all talk about the DEI pilot, that was a black dude that asked him a question about that. And he answered the question. I don't know. I'm not a Charlie Kirk supporter or detractor. I didn't really watch him that much. What I did appreciate about him, though, is that his whole thing was based around pushing discussion. Whether you agree with his points or don't agree with his points, he gave people the opportunity to come up there and to debate him. Now, people also say, well, why was he at these colleges? But colleges and the liberal outlook is permeating through these colleges, and there needs to be a hard look at what our children are learning on these college campuses. So I don't think it's just as easy as saying, oh, why is he talking about these black stuff among these white people? It always looks like somebody's asking him a question and he's responding. And we wouldn't allow him. Like somebody in the chat said, oh, Charlie's never been at an HBCU. But if Charlie Kirk said, yo, I'm coming to an HBCU, do you think the people there are going to want him to come there and debate with them? Or do you think they'll sign a petition saying, we don't want this type of guy on our campus?
Well, I would love to answer that, y'all. I think that they probably would say that they don't want him there, just as Utah said they were signing a petition for his ass not to come there either. And then the minds of the youth, yes, you're right. The minds of the youth is very important. And it's very important to have a balance of what you're trying to plant in their minds. So I'm going to ask you a question that I posed to the floor earlier today, probably about 15 minutes ago or so, maybe a little bit longer, is that if we came in this room every day, or, when we had our discussions and we talked about how white women are the highest recipients of welfare, how white men and women go around the world just killing innocent women and children. They are the most violent people on this planet, so on and so forth. But everything we discussed about the white group was negative. And you were white, which you're not, but we do have white people on the stage, and they are absolutely welcome to chime in into this question. Would you think we're trying to save your group by having those type of discussions and debating you, telling you that's the problem with your group? Would you think that we're trying to save you? And we ain't gonna never talk about our issues. I want you to understand this is all about you. And ain't shit positive I got to say about you. Go ahead.
Number one, again, from what I've heard of Charlie Kirk, I don't watch, I've never seen all his speeches, so I can't speak with certainty. But I've never seen him in that light, though. I've never seen him just like I said, anytime I see him answering a question about or speaking about something black or black people, it's usually a question that's coming from a black person. So I can't say, oh, he's just sitting around just talking about black people when you have black people there asking these questions, right? And then, to be quite honest, there are people that sit in there every day and talk about how bad white people are, right? So, I think that it's okay for them to do that. So I don't think that everybody has different opinions, and we're not going to agree on everything for everybody.
You guys
If you had different organizations and you were actually trying to help those same set of people that you were talking about, I would actually kind of call it a watch. I couldn't say that you're trying to hurt us, but I couldn't say that you're necessarily trying to help us either. And Charlie Kirk and Turning Point USA does have a young black conservative thing that they put on all the time for young black people.
Thank you, sir. But you definitely can answer my question. My question, you literally didn't even have to know to answer the question that I just asked you. I don't know. Maybe I didn't.
How did I answer the question though? Everybody said I can't say that you're trying to help or hurt. You're saying like you made that question to me. The way you posed it is like Charlie Kirk is just sitting around a bunch of white people or anybody, just sitting around a bunch of white people talking shit about black people. But what I'm saying to you is, every time that I've seen them talking about black people, it's always a question coming from black people. So I can't say he's just sitting around just talking shit about black
I
people.
don't want you to say that.
He's not anymore because the white extremists shot him.
Don't y'all start doing that, because I want this is so. Listen, before we gloss over the question I just asked, let me make this clear. You do not have to have ever listened to or heard anything that came out of Charlie Kirk's mouth to answer this question honestly. Please, people. Okay, I know we were just talking about him, and maybe I should have made it clear. You do not have to know him or have heard anything that he said to answer this question honestly. I don't want you to go pull nothing from the past conversations in this room, because this room is mostly predominantly melanated people in the room, and every now and again we get our other sisters and brothers that come in here and participate in the conversation with us. So please answer the question without Charlie Kirk in mind. Thank you.
But he was gonna make a demand or something. It was gonna be hilarious. You never had heard Charlie Kirk? You never seen Charlie? You don't know anything about him to answer this one simple question.
Okay.
Was he a racist?
It's okay. You can pass.
Yes.
You asked about
Oh no.
more welfare than black women, right? So
No, that was not the question. Do I need to restate?
Yeah, please restate the question.
okay, but I thought you said something about white women.
Well, I did. Who is that? Because I don't want you to share it, okay? We're trying to get a question asked. If you don't mind, can you hold your question so we can put this one down, or your information?
Peace and blessings to the room. Let me say this. Just before he got shot, he brought.
No. Please don't go into that. Listen, do not answer the question on the floor. If y'all need me to restate the question, I will. But do not bring Charlie Kirk up right now.
You actually asked a few questions.
A question answered.
Can you read question?
Yeah, can you restate?
Okay. So the question is, if we came in here every day, and for shits and giggles, we had a predominantly white audience, right? And we talked about how white women are the largest recipients of welfare, and how white men and women are going around the world, killing innocent women and children, starting wars, toppling governments, so on and so forth. Basically, everything we mentioned about the white community was bad. Would you? And also, we never talk about the problems of any other community, just the white community. Would you think that we're trying to help your community?
Okay, so to answer your question, you just stated about the welfare. That's part of your question, correct? So the question you said, okay, so according to the stats,
I don't want that. I don't know.
I'm answering your question about white people.
Okay, I don't want you to go into the stats. I just want you to hear what I'm saying. I'm just asking you if those were the topics. I ain't talking about no stats. What I'm asking you is, would you feel like I'm trying to fucking save you? If I'm telling you how bad you are when I come to talk to you, or anybody else for that matter, would you feel like I'm trying to save your goddamn community?
So you bring up stats, but I can't.
Like you would have been trying to target us.
Okay.
No.
All right, that's an easy question. All right, now we can move on, y'all, because now my patience just got real thin with it. But thank y'all for participating. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. And one thing I'd like to say, I would not even be, you said what? I wouldn't be surprised if this guy Charlie Kirk was not paid off by Donald Trump of the far right or some special interest group has paid this guy to go around to stir up these matters, you see, and it puts it in their favor whenever they put us in a
with like all this.
Well, I think your boy Trump has been deporting a lot of people who don't believe in it. So I guess that's part of it. I don't know. Like who?
He's kicking out immigrants who are not legal in the country.
No. Why don't I answer that question? Like who? What do you mean? Like people that here illegally? No. You said that he's supporting people who don't agree with him, right? No, I was asking him. I was not making a statement. I was asking.
There's like all this apologetic conservatism. It's like, motherfucker. All right, fine. Like, you guys want to celebrate the death of somebody that stands for a lot of what America. I mean, I don't agree with everything Charlie Kirk says. I don't agree with him. It's like, all right, you want to fight? Let's fight.
You seem like
Can you guys keep your fighting away from my neighborhood? It's peaceful here.
The thing is, you're not supposed to agree with everything that another human being thinks or says. This is like billions of people on the fucking planet.
This is an American issue. We all have the right to speak our minds without getting fucking killed.
Right. Yeah, no, absolutely. That's my thing. That like you're gonna kill somebody or advocate for them to get killed because you're too weak to handle a difference of opinion.
Either that, like it doesn't even matter if you can handle it or not. It's the law. We can say whatever the fuck we want to say as long as it's not inciting violence.
Yeah, that's true. She's right.
So if they want to do it, kill the whole fucking Constitution then.
Yep. But see, that's exactly my point. Like, it's what they want to do. Like, they want to get rid of the Constitution. They want to, like, change what America is. So, as far as I'm concerned, this group of radical, liberal fucktards are literally becoming invaders of the country. Okay, if you want to be an invader and try to change America, get the fuck out. Like, it's really to that point. Like, I'm not one of these apologetic.
Killing Charlie Kirk is not going to stop the movement. We're still going.
That's fine, but if I'm just saying, I'm a guy on Clubhouse watching football, but it's like, if there's a fight, like, let's fucking do it. Like, let's fight. One side has guns, one side doesn't. That would not end very well for the liberals. Like, look at
they made the conservative movement even more
powerful. They act like they're not about the guns. They really are. That's a part. They can steal theirs.
No, they're not.
Chase, that's a part of that movie is Civil War, and we don't want that.
We all know what would happen if the Republicans fought the Democrats.
Right, but we don't want that.
Like, that would be really. I mean, shit, dude. I mean, I don't want it either, but at the same time, it's like, bro, you guys are basically.
But the thing is, you can't go to war with your family. I got people in my family that are spellbound by this that's liberal shit. Like, you can't. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? Like, I got a brother. Only thing that can be done is you got to let nature run its course, because nature is undefeated. Like when they call themselves a woman, right? They say that they're a woman. They're no longer a man, right? Then their insurance doesn't cover them because they need their prostate check. Like, that's what I call like this is what I'm telling you, man. This reality is undefeated. It's not your reality. It's not my reality. Reality is reality. It's not for any. It's not to belong to anybody, right? And this is what I'm saying. Like, you want to kill your unborn kids? Okay, listen. I don't want that for me and my family. But if you want to do it, hey, fuck it. It's your bloodline. It's your decision. Whatever the fuck. I don't give a fuck. Right? There's more resources for me.
We're not paying for it though.
Yeah, but listen, this is the thing. We pay for it one way or another, right? Because those same kids might end up in the prison system. We pay taxes. So I'm just saying, man. Listen, like, at the end of the day, man, it's just like just let these folks do whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. But if it's to the point where someone's publicly assassinated, and then you have a bunch of people that don't like his opinion because they're all liberals, and he's conservative, and he has his own opinions. If you feel he's racist, okay, he's racist. I don't think he's racist, but if you think so, it's not like he's not okay with
It doesn't take a lot
having
to
open
be
debate.
racist in this country.
Yeah, it's like, okay, fine, you think he's racist, cool, whatever, that's your opinion. Like, I don't think he is, but there are some people who do. Okay, fine, you don't have to watch him. The fact that you get so triggered by him to where if the man is killed and assassinated, you're happy, yeah, bro, those people should be like, just get the fuck out of here.
Dude,
It's not the case.
I'm watching him fired, like, I'm watching him get fired. That joint is funny. You can see
It really doesn't have to be like a big issue.
To me, I wanted to say I had a bad shorty.
Yeah, I don't have time for that. Get the fuck out of here.
People wake up at different times, man. That's another thing you gotta
So
remember,
you're all
man. People wake up at different times, bro. Like most people start off as liberal minded. They think that everything is supposed to be fair and equal, and everybody's gonna have a pot of gold, and everybody's gonna win in life, and everything's gotta be fair. And we need to have a big purse where everybody gets an allowance, and like they start off like that. But as life goes on, again, reality is undefeated. So you live long enough, you see it unfold. You can't have everybody win.
If you're gonna argue gun violence, and then when it happens, like you say, you want to argue gun control, and then it happens and you celebrate it. What are you talking about? Yeah, that's true. Yeah, okay. Yeah. So the same people that are saying, "Oh, we need gun control," and then this happens, and then you want to celebrate it? Yeah. No, they like gun violence. No, they like gun violence when it's against something that they don't like. Listen. If you look at these videos on social media, these people celebrating Charlie Kirk's death, look at them. They're either like alien body looking people. They're like alien body looking people. They're like colored hair.
It's not nice. Like anybody who celebrates that is not nice.
No. So like, if you think that like those motherfuckers are gonna go to war, like you guys want to fight with those motherfuckers? Okay, please do. Like those motherfuckers aren't trying to fight.
Yeah, I would say like no offense to anybody else, but like I would pick Chase to go to war with versus anybody else. No offense.
Come on, bro.
Usually, very like delicate looking people. They don't look like they work out. They don't look like they have much discipline to them. They have the same fucking hairdo. Like it's purple. It's with white streaks. It's the same fucking hairdo nonstop, bro. Did you guys see that incident at the Phillies game? Was that the Phillies game with the baseball? The lady Karen came over and she bullied the guy into giving her the home run ball. Yeah, and she had the hate. She had the same fucking hairdo.
Okay, I'm done with this. Like, just take the ball.
Yeah, exactly. But it's the same fucking hairdo. It's the same fucking hairstyle. I'm telling you, it's the same demonic spirit. Pay attention to the hair. It's pink. It's blue. It's purple. No, I'm telling you the truth. I'm not mad. It's their uniform. It's literally the liberal uniform of like the demons. Like the demons. To them, of course. Yeah, like to them, it's
demonic attire. Demonic attire, right?
Yeah, no, I'm telling you, man. It's just like some people when you get in their presence, and I couldn't notice this before, right? When I was like really of the world, I couldn't notice it before, but now like there's a look that they have in their eyes, man. Like where and the way that they present themselves, it just looks ungodly. Like it literally, like I couldn't pick it up before, but again through time, like they all have the same demeanor, the same disposition, the same unease, right? They're shaking, their hands are shaking, their hair is purple. Like pay attention next time you guys get around like people who are like die hard with these very weird beliefs. You'll come to find that it's consistent pattern. Like they dress a certain type of way, right? Like they may have a lot of piercings on their faces. This is like indicative of mutilation, like self-mutilation, right? Deprivation. Well, it's just a consistent thing that I noticed. They might be heavy on the mascara,
Not the mascara.
Yeah, black lipstick. It's
but subjectivism is seeping into our sense of media and truth. Right? My facts matter more than yours because I researched them and I haven't heard yours.
Like literally, it's a real thing, and it's crazy.
It's tough because they're using the race. That's what it is. They're using the race to push everything to say, oh, he was a racist white guy. The same spin they were trying to push on Trump back in the days, they did it to him. But the thing about it, he was a presidential candidate. Then he became president. So he had people on his back locking him down. This guy was an average person. This guy was a YouTuber, not really a YouTuber, but he went to school and did all this, and he was known. But at that, he wasn't an actual president that had this protection, or would have, say, the glass, say, like the Pontiff have, or the Roman guy has.
Yeah, you've heard liberals and you've heard people on social media talking about, we gotta take control, we gotta. Okay. I mean, you're pushing it. Be very careful, because it's really getting to that point where it's very hostile between the two sides. And I don't think that you actually want to do that. I don't think that they actually want to have that fight. So be careful what you wish for, because you might get it and it won't be good.
Yeah, Chase. When I was reading the Wall Street Journal and the New York Post and the New York Times, there's only one callback that New York Times did. They said it was a shooting and not an assassination. They called that back. But all these liberal papers, also the Washington Post, you have these papers basically saying to the American people, this person was important, this person had influence, this person was a political icon. It's not just Fox News doing a thing about Charlie Kirk. Those are the front page of the New York Times, front page of the New York Post, front page of the Wall Street Journal, front page of the Washington Post. So obviously this person was very important, and that's why I was having a lunch with a liberal friend of mine, and he said why is this important? I was I don't know Charlie Kirk, to be honest with you. I never really listened to him. But apparently, he's a very important person on the right.
Charlie Kirk built a brand, built on conservatism, because that's what he believes. You don't agree, that's fine. You don't like him. He probably came from from a very different background than you have.
Exactly, that's his whole.
His whole thing is he literally speaks what he believes. It's not like he doesn't have reasons behind what he believes. He was willing to discuss it openly in public at universities to try to offset the dog shit liberal education system that a lot of universities have.
Absolutely.
And that's what he did. And then his brand exploded because he's well spoken, he's good, he's smart. And then people enjoyed it. Some people resonated listening to him, some people got triggered. Whatever the case may be, he blew up and he became a big influence, and then he got assassinated. And now people who were triggered, I mean, that's what happened. He's not necessarily a crazy. He's not he wasn't a crazy thing. He's just a guy who built his brand. He spoke what he believed, whether you agree with him or not, and then he openly discussed it with people. That's what he did. So, I mean, if you're celebrating a guy's death that does that. I don't see liberals doing that. Where the fuck are the liberals who do that? Where are they?
Yeah. So he's going to be the recipient of
that's a good question.
Yeah.
Where the fuck are they? Where the fuck are the liberals that openly discuss their ideas and arguments?
Well, I just want to say this, that he's going to be receiving the Presidential Medal of Freedom posthumously. Right?
Really?
Posthumously, yes.
Thought he was going to receive it 72 hours ago.
Mother Teresa, right? Martin Luther King, Jr., right? These are the people, Rosa Parks, these are the people who have, Maya Angelou, these are the people who have received this in the past.